Good morning, beloveds. I stayed out too late again last night, but now I know a lot more about Patsy Cline. Last week we went to see a two-person show with the jazz trio for Rosemary Clooney. This week, last night, we went to see a tribute to Patsy Cline. Again, a two-person show with, I think there were 5 members of that band. It was the Bodacious Bobcats, and everybody was named Bob in the band. And then the two people, the one person playing Patsy Cline, and her voice was amazing. And the other person, which is the reason I went to see the play, was playing a woman named Louise, who was from here in Houston, Texas, because that's where the play takes place. And she loved Patsy Cline, and one day she found out from a DJ that Patsy Cline was coming to Houston to play a honky tonk club, and she showed up early and met Patsy Cline because she was there when Patsy Cline got there, and things happened, and Patsy Cline ended up spending the night with her, and then they wrote letters back and forth. I think for 4 years, or maybe 2 to 4 years. Because she said at the end of the play that it was 6 years from when she first heard Patsy Cline on the TV show to her death in a plane crash, which I did not know. I didn't realize that Patsy Cline had a basically 6 year, and it was just amazing because the woman playing Patsy Cline's voice was amazing. And then my friend who was playing Louise was just everything. She was funny and heartfelt and amazing, and it was really good. And what was great was, to watch these people do this and to learn so much more about these people. And they were human and wonderful, and yeah, and I know a lot more of the songs than I thought I did. So, please go and support community theater. Please go and support community theater. These people put their heart and soul in this, and you learn things that you didn't know. So yeah, that's what I did with my Saturday night. 2 Saturdays in a row. So, let's see what we have on tap today. It is, first off, because I don't know that she'll stay, there's my Rita, because I'm quite sure that you can hear her purring underneath. All right, come on, put your butt down. Thank you. It is July 25th. The title is I Have Power. The Bible quote is, "So God created man in his own image, and God blessed them, and God said unto them, replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth." And that is Genesis 27:28. 1:27:28. I'll get there. It is because the Spirit of God is incarnated in us that we have dominion over the world of effects. This dominion is exercised in such a degree as we sense its true meaning. It is written that we have dominion over evil, not that we have dominion in or through evil. Spiritual dominion is exercised only as we rise above that which denies the divine goodness. Today, I exercise my spiritual dominion through the recognition that good alone is real, that God is the only presence and love and the only power. Today, I rise above the sense of separation into a consciousness of my union with good. Today, I understand that the power of God flows through me to everything I contact. I declare that my God-given dominion is exercised over everything I do, say, or think. I am guided by divine intelligence, which goes before me and makes perfect my way. I exercise dominion over my environment, over every circumstance and condition that I contact. I know that the divine mind operating through me will arrange all my affairs in harmony and in prosperity. Divine power flows through my intelligence and work. Peace and harmony attend everything I do. Love and protection are ever present. I am guided, guarded, and sustained by an everlasting strength, power, and wisdom. Okay. I have power. That's the title. I have power. And that's so we're back to the drumbeat of that he has, that Ernest is constantly, it's consciousness, consciousness, consciousness. You have more power based on how conscious you are of who you are, of where you came from, of, as they said in one of the practitioner classes before mine, who's your daddy? If you recognize your source, which is spirit, God, Atman, the creative intelligence, whatever word you want to use, then you will have more power. And sometimes the only place our power is in our response to a situation. But therein, if we are responding to a situation, we have far more power over the situation than if we are reacting to the situation. I also, okay, so the Bible quote is from Genesis. And in Genesis, so God created, and he says, the translations of the Bible say, God created man in his own image. So, God created people in its own image. All right? Gender neutral. Yes, gender neutral. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, replenish the earth and subdue it. I'd be interested to see what the translation for subdue it, because the first thing God says is replenish the earth and subdue it. So I'd be curious to know what the translation of subdue it originally was. Replenish the earth came first, though, and have dominion over it. Now, sometimes when you see that word dominion, it's actually translated as stewardship. We were not given control. We were given stewardship, meaning we have responsibilities to the fish of the sea, over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. They were put into our power so that we could manage them. We have responsibilities to take care of them, just as we have responsibilities to take care of each other and ourselves. Go back and read different versions of the Bible and see how that was translated. Because it makes much more sense to give a stewardship rather than, absolute control that benefits nothing but ourselves. Especially since the first line says, replenish the earth. Okay, it is because of the Spirit of God. It is because the Spirit of God is incarnated in us that we have dominion over the world of effects. Because the first cause is what created us. Therefore, it created us as causes. And because we are a cause, then we have, what is the word? Influence, dominion over effects. It means we can create the effect that we want because we are created by first cause. We are not first cause, but we were created by first cause, which is another word for God. This dominion is exercised in such a degree as we sense its true meaning. We have got to know what it is. We've got to know what it is. We've got to know who we are. We've got to know what it is that we are doing. And the more we know, the better our our cause and effects will be, the better our effects will be. It is written that we have dominion over evil, not that we have dominion in or through evil. I kind of have the feeling that that phrase came out of left field. Like, he was answering a question. Dominion shouldn't be evil. Dominion shouldn't be control to the point that it benefits no one or it benefits few. It certainly should not be where that control that harms any. And that's probably what he's talking about there. Spiritual dominion is exercised only when we rise above that which denies the divine goodness. All right, again, so know who we are, know where we came from, know that we were created by first cause. So when we are exercising our dominion, our question has to be, who does this benefit? Who does it harm? And the answer for divine goodness better be, it harms none. Today, I exercise my spiritual dominion through the recognition that good alone is real, that God is the only presence and love and the only power. Oof, there's a lot of ands in that sentence. That God is the only presence and love and the only power. Evil is not a power. Evil is an effect. Evil is the misuse of a power. All right? So there is one. Today, I rise above the sense of separation into a consciousness of my union with good. I rise above the sense of separation. Separation is an illusion. And it is about us being conscious of that union, being conscious of who we are, being conscious of where we came from, of who we came from, of what created us. And the more conscious we are, the more we rise above and into the good. Today, I understand the power of God flows through me to everything I contact. So when you are out there and meeting people, you are showing people your God. Are you showing them a God they want to get to know? And that's a hard question. Because when you are out there and not at your best, is it a God that people want to know? That's why we try and live the God that we know. It's like, yeah, let me show you who my God is. I'm not going to tell you who my God is. Let me show you who my God is by my actions. I declare that my God-given dominion is exercised over everything I do, say, or think. I am guided by divine intelligence, which goes before me and makes perfect my way. It's like I have access to the divine mind. Absolutely anything I possibly could want or need is in that. Therefore, I exercise dominion over my environment, over every circumstance and condition that I contact. I have the right and the responsibility to surround myself, to clean up my environment, to take care of my environment, to make my environment good and healthy and safe. As along with the conditions. If I walk into a condition that is not good, then I have the right, the responsibility to fix it for myself and others. And same with the conditions and the circumstances. So when I walk into anything, I'm going to pour my power into it and let me do it with kindness and compassion and goodness, because that's the power that I'm using, is the power of good. The power of good. I know that the divine mind operating through me will arrange all my affairs in harmony and in prosperity. The divine mind through me, meaning I'm still going to do the work. I'm still going to do the work. So it's good. It's good. You know? I'm going to receive the divine inspiration. You're going to receive the divine inspiration. You're still going to do the work. And it's going to be easy and pleasant and pleasurable when you allow the divine mind to guide you. Divine power flows into my thought and work. Divine or peace and harmony attend everything I do. Love and perfection are ever present. I am guided, guarded, and sustained by an everlasting strength, power, and wisdom. So the whole point of this was to remind you of the source of your power. The source of your power is the first cause. The source of your power is spirit. The source of your power is love. The source of your power is God. You are a beloved child of God in whom God is well pleased, always and forever. And so you have dominion over you and your environment when you recognize who you are and allow that power to flow through you into your environment and into the conditions and into the circumstances. Even if they aren't what you want them to be, when you recognize who you are, you have the power to change them. So I have the power. And now I've got She-Ra and He-Man in my head. I'm going to raise my sword above my head and say, I have the power. Yeah, it's Sunday morning. So, let me show you my age. He-Manin. All right, the mission today, should we choose to accept it? Where was it? There's a really good line in here. Oh, okay, there it is. Today, the mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to rise above the sense of separation into the consciousness of our union with good. That is the mission, because it is the rising of our consciousness that will rise or raise the power. We have the power. And we do not have to transform into muscle-bound He-Men to have dominion over our environments and our circumstances and our conditions. All we have to do is know who we are. So, I would encourage you to do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself, whatever that looks like today. Apparently mine is to get purred on by the cat, because she's back. She hasn't left the whole time I've been in here. So that is good. That is good. That is if you don't have cats, there is something about that sound that is love in vibrating through you. So whatever it is you decide to do, be loving, be kind, be compassionate with yourself, because there's no better person to practice on than yourself. And it's Sunday. Sunday is my day of rest. I will engage my mind and my body to a point, but I am not exercising today. I will, however, drink plenty of water because it is still July. So I encourage you to please drink plenty of water. And do what you need to do to make it a fantastic day, all right? We will be on Facebook Live at 11 with an amazing service, so please, please, please join us for that. And if you don't catch us then, you want to catch it later on YouTube, it'll be up on YouTube later. And as always, you can catch me anytime on the Running Rev Ryan channel, YouTube channel as well. So she's very distracting. But I am going to tell you, whatever else you do, please open the windows of your soul. Allow that breath of heaven to remind you do live in heaven now. You do have dominion. You do have power. And the more you are conscious of who you are, the more power you'll have. All right? My husband just got her attention, so I'm afraid she's going to fight me in just a minute, so I'm going to get off. All right? Do what you need to do to make it a fantastic day, a wonderful day, an amazing day, a good day. And if that's too much pressure, just have a day. Just have a day. All right, beloveds. I'll see you soon at 11. And Reverend David will be on around 5 p.m. with you. I will be back with you at 9 a.m. doing this because, it's fun for me too. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you later. Know that you're loved.